Hi everyone, I am answering the discussion question for this week. So the first question was talking about how do we feel about students' data being on the table. And I think there's just some pros and cons to it. I definitely think that the pros outweigh the cons. So some of the pros is it gives you ways to investigate what a lot of the problems are in the education system. It helps with our teaching practices and anything that learning that arises. So I know we want to get away from like statistics, well, for me anyway. But when you look at data, you can kind of get a good feeling of what to do going forward in your lesson plans and how to revise and how to be more creative. And that's how education is growing now, is because we are allowed to see this data. And so, we're able to adjust. Other con that I think is labeling. So I do see a lot of teachers looking at data and just saying like, oh, my whole classroom is behind, or my whole classroom are lows, or I'm just making the assumption of, oh, that classroom, their teacher must not be doing, the good teaching or something like that. So for me, it would be labeling, would be one of the like drawbacks of having just data available to everyone to see. So the next thing I want to move on is PLC. So PLC is basically when the teachers get together in the grade level and kind of collaborate their ideas and just talk about some things. So pros and cons for that is with the technology involved. Is a pro is it's easier to collaborate when, let's say, if I'm sick and I'm not there today, but my team is, I can go ahead and zoom in or things like that. And so technology will make it more easier for us to collaborate in that sense. And it's also easier for us to lesson plan. There's a lot of things involving technology and ways to assess the kids and things like that that helps us out. But me, I am not a technology person. I hate technology. I really do. I'm still a like to write in my math book type of person. So I don't like it. But some of the cons is, for me, less impersonal engagement. I like to see my coworkers, my team. I like to see papers. I like to be able to write, be able to talk face to face. So with technology, that will kind of put a damper on it. And another way is it's less creative. When you have technology thinks for you. When you don't have technology, you have to think for yourself. And so that is just where I'm at. I'm like in the middle of, we need a little bit technology, but we don't need it to be taking over the world. So my experience in PLC is, right now I'm in student teaching. So I have learned that not only with the team that I have, but all the other teams that I had sat in and observed in on, a lot of the teachers don't spend much time with planning. They spend a lot of time just talking about their children's behavior, their students' behavior. And that's one thing I don't like, especially me being teaching in a public school and me being a Christian. First of all, I'd be like, who are you to sit there and judge this kid? You don't even know what this kid is going through at home. Yes, it's okay to come to the meeting and be like, I'm having this problem. What do you guys think that I can do? Versus, oh my God, here go John again. Just, I really don't like that. And it happens a lot in my team. And that's why I can't really click with them like that, because sometimes I'll be like, is your passion here or is it gone? Because I don't want to talk about kids' behavior. I want to talk about what ideas do you guys have, because I'm teaching math next. And so I need some ideas. So then I'll take the meeting and I'll start asking questions. Oh, so what are you doing for math today? Because my kids are still not grasping two-digit addition. So what are you doing? Do you have any ideas? Or my small group, that's English language learner students, I'm with them trying to teach them. And so I feel like that I ask questions about that. And so lastly in my video, I want to say how it all relates to my faith is I came up with this verse, Psalms 133:1. It says, how good and pleasant is it when God's people live together in unity. And that's what I feel like PLC is just working in unity for God's people. So that is my discussion question answer for tonight. Thank you.